So I'm just doing my hair before I hang out with my friend. But I just wanted to talk about a vlog that I just watched. Raven Elyse. First, I want to say you are so adorable. I just want to first say that, and I want to say I like your nails. They're really nice. Kind of want to reply to what you were talking about light skin privilege. As a light skin person in a light skin body, your experience is nothing compared to a dark skinned person's perspective. And your experience will have zero to do with any dark skinned person. So you shouldn't even speak on that shit. You should speak on light skin privilege. You can't say that you don't enjoy it because it's something that happens whether or not you enjoy it. It's not about whether you enjoy the privilege. It's about whether or not you call it out when the fuck it's happening. And like yourself, I often detest when people talk about me being a light skinned person in conversation or as a topic of discussion, because it does remind me, that I am a privileged person. And also, in most conversations, it also reminds me that I'm being exotified for my light skin. Light skin and white people do have privilege over dark skinned people. When you say as a light skinned person you don't see yourself as having privilege, you're literally saying when dark skinned women get shitted on for being dark skinned, you don't see that shit either. Because there's no way in fucking hell that you cannot see that your life has been fucking charmed by your fucking, first of all, your thinness. You're a thin, light skinned, person who also has beauty privilege. So it's like there's so many things right now that are working to your advantage. And this is not to shame you. This is to make you aware of intersections of oppression that do exist. And I think when people ask you how do you feel about dark skinned girls, they're asking you because they want to know, do you stand in solidarity with women of color, or are you on that light skinned bullshit? That's what it is. That's really what it is. Keeping it real with you. And it's, again, this is not an attack on you. I really don't want you to feel attacked. I just want you to be aware that when you say you don't feel privileged, you're literally saying all of the beautiful, wonderful things that happen to light-skinned you, don't exist, don't matter, and that's mad fucked up because there are so many people out there who wish they had the privileges you had, and the fucked up part about it is privilege is bad. We shouldn't want privilege. We shouldn't want things, that are unearned. We shouldn't want to fucking be treated better than anyone else. We shouldn't want that shit. But yet, we all know that there are privileges. Being a light-skinned woman, especially a light-skinned woman who is thin, you're definitely seen as being the most, beautiful, exotic thing ever. And I realize how disgusting that can be. And I realize how disgusting that can seem, especially, in terms of people making it out to seem that's all you are, is just a light-skinned fucking blob. Just like a light-skinned little dot in the crowd, as you said. Because there are so many things that you're good at. There are so many things about you that are worth loving and being there for. However, when we're talking about our society at large, when we're talking about how how lookist we are, how just the fact that you have all these followers, it's not just because you're saying interesting things. It's because you're definitely following beauty standards. It's because you're you are a light skinned, thin woman of color. That that's definitely going to give you an edge over a dark skinned fat woman of color every fucking time. And to say that you don't see that privilege is just it's like saying that it don't matter that there's a dark skinned bitch right now getting treated like shit. That's really what it is. And that's why you got all them damn dislikes, because they don't nobody want to hear no light skinned person talking about how they don't see their fucking privilege. That's like a white person talking about they don't see their fucking privilege. Are you playing? You feel me? That's what it is. And I appreciate you, but I would appreciate it if you didn't refer to me being able to code switch as ghetto. With that said, I mean, obviously not a perfect person, definitely not someone above being called out. However, as a light skinned person, I hate to say this, but if I see light skinned people fucking up, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. And it's not because I want to come at you fucked up. It's because there ain't a lot of light skinned people coming for other light skinned people, telling them the fucking tea, because we're all too busy motherfucking worried about our motherfucking privilege, or worried about not being seen as black enough, which is valid. There are valid critiques of light skinned privilege that involve us looking at the intersections. There are ways to talk about light skinned privilege that don't make it sound like you running away from talking about how you light. You know what I mean? You a light skinned person. You feel me? You have to accept that shit. With that comes privilege. We're not telling you to hate your fucking self. We're telling you to hate the fucking systems and be in solidarity with those who are affected by your privilege. You feel me? But I appreciate you for watching this video if you did. My hair's coming out kind of cute. I'm excited. Me and Samantha we're doing like this photo shoot together where one of us is evil and one of us is like really sweet and I get to be the evil one. So I'm trying to like do some like really like sickening curls and then some like dark ass lipstick or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look really sinful.